What's up, couch hustler? All right, so I think it's about 2 weeks total it took for this whole transaction. I mean, it honestly didn't even take that long to be able to close this out. This is the one that I'm doing a flip on basically. So I purchased the property, seller financed, putting 20 down, but I've already sold the property prior to purchasing it with a buyer that's given me 50 down. So today's the closing day. Over here signing paperwork, gonna collect the funds, go send the funds to the escrow company, record it, and then already have it sold for the new end buyer. So that's how quick it goes sometimes. The deals happen. So I got this one done. I'm in walking it right now, just kind of hanging out, waiting for the buyer to come over here and sign some paperwork. I'm going to go to escrow and the bank and go ahead and deposit funds into the escrow so that way we can record title. The title will record tomorrow a.m., be legal owner tomorrow a.m., and buyer will be moving into it, I'm guessing, this weekend. So everybody's going to be happy. Seller's going to be happy. He's going to start collecting monthly payments every month from me. First payment, I believe, is July 1st. So that's the deal. I don't think I've ever sold a house like this before. Usually I got a bunch of people that are, I have like a buyer's list, people calling, they're looking to buy a property from me, but I've never actually had anybody say, yeah, I want this one before I actually even closed on it. And I think it's because this property was vacant, so it made it a little easier. Most of the time when I'm buying houses, the sellers actually live in the properties, so it's a little more difficult and showing it and dealing with all that and and trying to structure the deal correctly. I mean, anything can be done as long as everybody's all on the same page and flexible for doing what you need to do. But yeah, this was a home run deal. Seller financed on my end, turned around, lease option did right away. Buyer's happy. He's going to get about 6 years or 5 years total to pay it off. And everybody wins, right? Who needs the bank sometimes? Sometimes you just do deals, you still do contract deals, that we have and follow the rules and everybody wins. The middle guy, the seller, the buyer, whatever it is. So we'll see as this deal goes. Hopefully it doesn't come back. I have done a lot of deals and I end up receiving the properties back after a year or two. But this buyer that is buying the property seems like a pretty solid buyer. So I'm pretty sure he's going to end up following through and paying everything off within the 5-year period. Shouldn't be an issue. Most of the people that I sell to, when they put a large down payment around 40 to 50,000, they usually pretty much pay it off or get financing, to be able to buy the property and not have to repo it, right? And have to get it back. Because it does happen. I know there's a statistical number of like 80% or 90% come back. But I'd say for me, it's probably been about 50-50, especially because the market jumped up like crazy within the last 4 to 5 years. So a lot of people had instant equity. So everybody was able to refinance by either hard money or finding a way of getting financing to be able to do what they needed to do because they had so much equity and didn't want to lose. But this is the deal. Took me about 2 weeks in total. I have a buyer's list right now, about 5 people that I believe that are ready to rock and roll. This guy I knew for sure was ready to rock and roll, so I'm glad I showed him this one because he almost bought a different house, the one that I bought for 5,000 down. But once he's seen this property, he was a lot happier. So this one, 2 weeks, got it done. I mean, it's not that hard really to do these deals. And there's a lot of people out there looking to do a deal right now. I door knocked and talked to a guy yesterday on a house where basically I was going to be zero down for me to get in that one. The only thing is the mortgage payment's pretty high. It's about $4,000 a month. But I might actually live in that one for a little bit just because it has a swimming pool. And I'll probably do some work that it needs to get done and bump it up. I mean, I always put things for sale right away when I pick them up. But I'll probably stay in that one for at least 3 to 4 months just to enjoy the swimming pool for the summer. If you're familiar with Bakersfield, it's hot over here. So it'll be nice to utilize the pool for that time frame. And then, hey, you never know. I mean, if somebody comes through and says, hey, they got $60,000, $80,000 to put down and take payments and want to do a payment plan with me, money talks. I will move, man. I've done it many times. I don't know. I had a record one year of like once a month or twice a month that I was just moving. So, it could be done. These deals are out there. It's really just a matter of talking to people and finding out who's really motivated. This is a very clean property. This ain't no fixer-upper. I mean, shoot, it just got painted, really. So this is a very clean property that someone in the end buyer is going to be extremely happy to purchase. It's a nice deal and a home run deal. And basically, the only out-of-pocket expense I had to do was $1,000 because I had to put a deposit down to get into the escrow. Other than that, the money's coming from the buyer. So I'm just grabbing that money, subtracting my profit, taking the other remaining funds to the seller, and that's it. Deal's done. So, if you look at the numbers of it all, it only cost me about let's say $1,000 to get into this property. Even though I'm not really into it, I'm just kind of middlemaning it. But basically, I bought and sold this house for $1,000. So I know when you hear funny things like that, you can only buy a house for $1,000, or you can buy a house for $1,000. It's actually very true. It's just a matter of knowing what to do, what paperwork to do, having the key component people, seller, buyer, and the escrow companies. I've been in real estate a while, so a lot of the escrow companies I know around here. I've been a realtor for over 25 years, so I know a lot of the escrow companies from just doing traditional realtor deals. So when they see me and they see me coming, and they already know who I am. But I mean, anybody can go to escrow. You don't have to be a realtor to be an escrow, or go to an escrow. It's just a matter of talking to people. So I'll do a quick little walkthrough just so you can see how nice this property is and kind of give you an idea. So this is like a little dining room. All right, nice kitchen. Tile floors, granite countertop. This is a Lennar built home, which is pretty nice. All the tile. Look at this bird. What's up, bird? And let's go through the hallway here. Turn on the lights. Everything's very sharp. Bathrooms, bedrooms, laundry room. It does have a 3-car garage, which is pretty nice. So look at that. I mean, $1,000. Bought this house. If I didn't have the end buyer, I would have had to come up with the $20,000. That is the thing. So I would have had to come up with 20 grand to buy this house. But even with 20,000, if you can get financing somehow to get that 20,000, or get someone to loan you 20,000 if you don't have 20,000, it's still a heck of a deal. And then you just have to come up with the monthly payments. So I mean, even if I didn't live in here, if I didn't live in this property, I could rent it out. I know some people are doing that room share stuff where they're renting out bedrooms and things. I mean, you could do that, but it's kind of a no-brainer deal, right? So always hustling, the Couch Hustler. If you have any questions, hit me in the DM, text me, call me, whatever. I'll teach you how to hustle. Let's hustle together. Have a great day. Couch Hustler.